I think it's working. Hello? My giant microphone here. Alright. This is so weird. Hi, everybody. Sorry it's so late. Spending an afternoon grading. Hey, that's perfect. Is the sound okay? Sorry, my cameras are all in weird places now. I've been fiddling with it and I just feel like I need to just go for something. So hopefully this works. Ideally I will have two... Sorry, let me move this music. Ideally I will have two cameras next time I try to do this, but that's okay. I will just make do with what I have for now. And hopefully you can see. That was my one, like, I couldn't really get the camera at a good height where you can actually see on both Instagram and my regular streams, so I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, how are you doing this evening, Dionysus? I think I need more light. It's just too dark. Oops. Okay, that's a little better. Okay. Living the dream? Yeah, it sounds like it. Maybe I can move this a little closer. Gosh, this is just not my favorite setup. I tried fiddling with like putting it on an easel and kind of adjusting the easel to be able to like get closer, but I don't know, you couldn't like see my hands really, and so I was thinking with this at least I can talk about what I'm doing or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. Oh hey Peachy, how's it going? Whoa, I don't know what I just did. There we go. Welcome back! Long time no see. Oh, I hope my YouTube one is working. Let's see. Okay, that's good. Alright, so I tried to put my camera next to my chat so that when I look at chat I'm looking at you guys too. But I also, this isn't, it's not focusing properly. Hello? Camera. Hopefully that'll fix. I mean, it looks okay on my Instagram, I guess. So. But this way, I kind of set it up, like you can see my little crappy Instagram set up on the big screen there. It's like my, it's like a roll of duct tape. It's very fancy. And then my camera's sticking out of it. So I'm trying to decide if I should keep adding to this guy. I might just make him a little partner, because I kind of want to airbrush this one, and I'm not really ready to airbrush like facing my computer setup. I'd have to cover everything, and although my airbrush is sitting right there, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna make him a little partner for right now, and just kind of see where I go from there. So for anybody who's never seen the full sculpting process, it's fun. It's very relaxing. I never really get to do it anymore because it's expensive. Like I've had this Sculpey, that's why I'm having to like pre-soften it, because I've had this Sculpey for like an embarrassingly long time. But it never really goes bad. Like it takes a lot to dry out Sculpey. So it's kind of nice. So I figured I would just make a little dragon tonight and see what happens. How's everybody else doing? Fancy? I mean, I don't know if that's quite the word I would use, but although my Instagram people can see me now. And I set that up just for you guys, so hopefully that works out okay. I mean, you probably can't see me super well. It's probably like blurry, but I don't know. You can kind of see. You have a big block of Sculpey hardening in your closet? Oh man, why aren't you using it? Do you sculpt? I met you on a sculpting stream, but do you ever sculpt? I didn't know that you did that. I'm gonna have to check one of your streams out. Or do you just like sculpt for yourself but not stream? Oh man, this stuff is super stiff. Oh gosh. Oh, I forgot to post this. Hang on. I have all my like social media set up to post as soon as I go live. I totally forgot to actually post them. Gosh darn it. So disorganized. One of these days I'm gonna have this down to an art and everything's gonna be set up like way ahead of time. I got a call like half an hour before I was gonna, like while I was setting up my stream. I actually wanted to like take a shower and freshen up and all of that, but I just didn't have time. So that's okay. Got to catch up with a friend I haven't talked to in a while. But what original? What are you talking about? Okay. Update. Okay. That one's posted, that one's posted. This one. Sorry, I have to ignore chat for just a second. Posted here, posted here. Man. Facebook stresses me out. I hate that it doesn't actually let you post links. Like the algorithm discourages people from posting links to anything outside of Facebook. So I feel like posting there is almost pointless sometimes. You like to sculpt things for when you're DMing, but you don't have a whole lot of time to do it. Oh, like for D&D or something? Is that what you mean? You sculpt while you do that? Wow, that sounds really intense. I don't think I would have the focus or the multitasking ability to do that. Okay, everything appears to be working. You have a shoebox of Sculpey that's slowly dying. Oh no! You guys should be sculpting. What's happening? Why is everybody just letting their Sculpey die? Although, to be fair, this sat in my closet, like in my little art shelf for, oh gosh, probably 7 years? Something crazy like that. Oh hey Shadow, how's it going? To have models. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, to make tiles. That's cool. Yeah, sculpting is really fun. It's just like relaxing for me. I've always really enjoyed it. And it always goes so much like I can achieve what I want to achieve way faster when I'm sculpting than when I paint, I feel like. Like if I could afford it, I would sculpt all the time. It's just really expensive. Waiting for my big break so that I can have more sculpting funds. Oh, the inside of this is kind of dry. I didn't know that could happen. What is going on? Oh, thanks, Shadow. Yeah, I'm gonna make a little friend for him probably, and then maybe, if I have time, I might set up my airbrush and paint them. I feel kind of like, yeah, I don't have any other unfired sculptures sitting around I can work on, so that's okay. Oh, you should try sculpting. Most people just buy models instead of sculpting them. That makes sense, I guess. Also, hi, Bestesso. How do you want me to say your name? Pastesso? Briquette? What should I call you? Sculpting is doing expensive, but yes, buying models is expensive too, I'm sure. Let's see, there's a long time. Yeah, mine's been in there only a few months. Yeah, no, I think I bought this box of Sculpey when I was in college. Like, so I graduated college in 2010, so it's actually been at least 8 years. Wow, that's even longer than I thought. So hey, that speaks really well of the shelf life of Sculpey, right? Like, lasts forever. Although I do think I had one box that did dry out because I left the lid open. Paste sobriquet. Oh wait, no, I said it wrong again. Pas de sobriquet. Oh, wow, that's really fancy. Does that mean something? Oh wait, are you making that up, Dionysus? I definitely thought that was them explaining their name. Pas de sobriquet? Is that how you say it? Yeah, just if you keep the box sealed, it lasts for a really long time. Like, and I know I didn't buy this my last year of college, so it's definitely seen some wear. Oh, that's right, French for no nickname. I do remember you saying that, but you didn't like tell me how to say it in my defense. You just said that was what it meant. But that is cool. How are you doing tonight? What's going on in your world? This whole Instagram off to the side thing is hard though. I have to like lean over to see it. That's a long time. Oh, okay. So I didn't miss anything. I don't know if I like this setup, you guys. I feel like it's too much on me. Like I really want the sculpture to be more like front and center. I feel like I should mess with this. Sorry. I really want it more like right there. I don't know how to keep it there. I really had to improvise, you guys. Oh, that's a little better. Nope, I messed it up. It's all broken. Okay, well, I guess that's a little better. I don't know. Oh, hey, you're from Habitica. Very cool. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. How are your tasks going today? I'm a little behind on mine, I'm not gonna lie. It was snowing all day today, so I kind of spent an inordinate amount of time looking outside. Waiting for a lav mic, or a lav mic, so I can do speech recognition. Oh yeah, that's right. You were the one I was talking to in the working from home chat. Well, did you find what you needed at least? This is the snowball that I used, the one that I was telling you about. I mean, it seems to work okay. But yeah, like you said, it's more expensive than you wanted. That's true. And I think a lot of, well, my webcam like comes with the built-in microphone. It's just not super good. So I don't know that I would recommend, but it's nice to have like a dual purpose item for whenever you don't like have the funds for a mic, but you want to do both. I don't know. This just like when sounds get louder, it doesn't make the crackly, like, you know, crackly sounds that other microphones do. That's why I ended up going with it, because it just has better, like, I don't even know what that would be called. Like a sound fixing. That's the actual term. Ugh. I wish that Instagram would give me like a ding or an alert or something if somebody was trying to interact, so that I could stop checking. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty nice. They're not super high-end compared to some others, but I need to grab my, you know, see my very high-tech box of tools here. I keep all my sculpture stuff in a shoebox. It's very fancy. So I'm gonna show the Instagram people and also you guys. But I have some cool stuff I want to play with tonight, maybe. So I got this wire mesh a long time ago. And the idea, I was thinking I could use it to like make wings, like huge wings on a dragon or a griffin or something. So I might do that tonight, because I've always wanted to play with it. Just haven't. Got all my sculpty tools in here. My handy dandy. So I've been watching a lot of sculpting streams on Twitch for the past week. And I guess a lot of people say you can use water to blend with just regular Sculpey. Which I didn't think you could, because it's oil-based. At least I think it's oil-based. It's polymer clay. But, like, I thought you had to use mineral spirits, so I might try to play with that tonight. And just experiment. Because I was definitely watching somebody who was playing with Sculpey and they just had, like, water, and they were just blending it like you would with normal clay. Which would make life so much easier. Yeah, you can. I just didn't know if it would, like, do anything funny with the drying, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I guess it just never occurred to me to try to use water with an oil-based clay. But plenty of other people seem to be doing it just fine. Oh, hey, Maze. How's it going? Welcome. Yes, doing some, analog modeling? I don't know what that means. Like, analog, like, in person and not digital? If so, yes, that's what I'm doing. Although, that is on my list of, it's actually on my to-do list to go download Sculptress or something. Because because I really want to play with digital sculpting too, for whenever I run out of clay and I have no more money. How are you doing tonight, Amaze? What's new in your world? Ugh. Shoeboxes are the best for storage. I know, I agree. I always can't hang on to shoeboxes. Oh, you've been writing, nice. Oh, I need to move my chat. My camera is kind of in the way. There we go. Cool. Oh man. Okay, this is enough to start with, I guess. Yeah, I haven't, see, Blender kind of intimidates me. I've played in ZBrush like a little bit before, and Sculptress is basically like the free trial version of ZBrush at this point. Plus it has the Dynamesh, which is what makes ZBrush super useful. At least I think it does. Oh hey, you can kind of see my mountain back there for once. That's nice. I don't think you guys can see if it's snowing, but it's been snowing all day. Oh, that's because it has actually stopped snowing for the first time today. But it's beautiful right now. That's cool. Usually for some reason, usually my window is super like whited out and you can't actually see anything. Always wanted to show you guys my mountain. I love my mountain. Okay, that's a good amount to get started on anyway. I wish it would focus on my little dragon. Okay, so for anybody who does not know much about sculpting, I'm just going to explain what I'm doing. Just cause. I don't know if anybody here has ever, or I know some of you have, but maybe somebody watching, or somebody watching later might want to know why I'm making certain choices. So don't mind me if I ramble to myself, guys. Feel free to chime in if I say something wrong too and you happen to know more. So, for most sculptures, you start with something called an armature. And an armature can be made out of really anything, but I prefer, well, depending on what you're firing. Obviously, you don't want to make it out of something flammable if you're putting it in a kiln or something, but typically wire is fine. You're supposed to use like braided wire so that it doesn't melt on you, but since I'm using Sculpey and it's only going to be, I think, 250 degrees or something in the oven, I have a special oven for it, but yeah. Since it's going to be such a low temp, you can really kind of use anything. Like I've used, like, when I was younger and playing with Sculpey, I used to use the spiral, you know, spiral binders, how they have that wire stuff, because I didn't have money to go buy wire. So I would just like take it out of an old spiral notebook and I sculpted with that. So, or made an armature with that. So anyway, you can use kind of anything if you're just using Sculpey. Definitely would not recommend that if you're putting it in a kiln with like real clay, but for this it's fine. This wire though is being kind of finicky and I suddenly have lost all desire to use it. So I'm gonna put that away and use some easy wire. It is not a tangled mess. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna make a little dragon guy to go along with my friend here. So I think this is just like your basic floral wire. Or actually this might be craft wire. It's pretty simple stuff. You can use scissors to cut it, but I usually use these wire clippers. And basically with an armature you just want to make sure it's gonna be like the skeleton of your piece. So let's see. Sorry, I know you guys on Instagram probably can't really see that. I'm trying my best, you guys. I really don't like the fact that I have like no workspace on this little desk. Oh hey Last, how's it going? Yeah, you miss mountains? I love mountains. I live in the foothills of the Rockies and it's kind of my favorite. Like I moved out here for that. I took a year off of teaching, which turned into 2.5 years now. But I figured if I was gonna not be working like traditionally, I should at least be somewhere inspiring instead of like the dry, dead plains of Texas. Not that I don't love Texas, but it's not the most like artistically inspiring thing you can ever see. How are you doing, Last? Okay, so let's see. I want to do, so typically what I do is I just I make 2 sections. There's probably a better way to do this. This is the way I've always done it. I make like a little loop and I make 2 of those, one for the back legs and one for the front. And you want to always give yourself extra if you're not sure how big you want something to be. So it's definitely better to have more than to not have enough with an armature, because you want it to be able to stand up. It's actually a mistake I made with this one. It's part of why his pose is kind of strange. Okay, so this longer piece is going to be, there we go, it's going to be the skeleton, like the spine. So I will just do a little loop on one end to make a base for the head. It doesn't have to be super big. Go. And we'll just see what kind of dragon comes out. I haven't really planned this part, so I don't really know what I want. And then typically, once I make, I don't know if you guys can see that very well. Oops. Move this guy a little. The keyboard is in the way. So typically, I just do, so here'd be the front legs, and I just kind of loop it around like this. And then I just give it a little bit of a twist to kind of secure it into place. And there we go. There's the front legs of our little soon-to-be dragon. Kind of give him a little bit of a bend so I can practice his little pose here. In fact, I think I'm going to loop his neck around it once too, just to secure it 2 directions. There we go. Probably should be using my wire, twisty wire things, but I don't know how to dig them out right now. My twisty wire things. By that, what I mean to say is my needle nose pliers, but I use them for twisting wires, sorry. Coming to you, official terminology for all of this. Wire twister things. Okay. Alright, there he is, and I think I'll probably end up trimming that leg a little bit. And it's not super important that you get it to stay on its own, because you can just take like a piece of clay and use that to kind of bind it together at the joints. And then from there you can just kind of play with it, because all this is going to get covered up. Okay, and I think I want his back legs about here. Give that a little twist. I have a lot of tail wire here, so I'm just gonna, really don't need that much tail. I really don't ever really use tail for armatures unless it's a heavy tail. Or use armatures to make tails, I mean. Been working on some behind the scenes stuff for your webcomic? Cool, like what? Also, let me know if you guys can hear the music. I think I might have turned it down too low. Also, I see there's a lot of people watching on Twitch, and I don't know how many of you came here from Facebook or from somewhere and don't have a Twitch account. But if you would like to be able to participate in chat and ask questions or something, in a minute I'll type, if you're on Twitch and you want to type social for me, that would help if somebody wants to do that. It'll bring up a list of pings. So if you're watching in Twitch and you don't have a login and you want to participate in chat, just go to my YouTube channel. It'll be youtube.com/CaseySnow. Oh, there we go. Ouch. Oh, without an exclamation point. Sorry, Dionysus. I should probably put exclamation points in front of them all because that's what everybody on Twitch does. But I just haven't. Alright, so here's my little sculpture thing. Oh no, is my bot broken? Oh shoot. Doodlebot, where are you? Let me restart him. Thanks for trying. No, that didn't do it either. I think my bot turned off. I just restarted him. Hopefully he'll come up. But yeah, feel free to ask questions in either chat. I've got Picardo up as well. Hopefully you guys can see it okay on the screen. Sorry, Instagram people. I keep forgetting to check. Dang, that's a long time. Shoeboxes? Okay. Yeah. Oh, I bet you're getting tons of snow, Peachy. Because you're like way up in the mountains. I'm just down here at the bottom. Okay. How do I live in such a cold place? I mean, it's not that bad. It's really, because it's so dry here. Alright, I'm gonna have to switch these. I know I kind of feel bad because I wanted him to be on there, but we're gonna have to look at this little lame dragon for a second. I'll try to keep him on screen as much as I can. Okay. I don't even know if you guys can see that on Insta or not. It looks really silly on Instagram. There we go. Okay. Don't worry, he'll be a dragon soon. I'm gonna start adding stuff. So basically, as you can see, my one leg is way too long, so I'm just gonna snip off a little bit of that. Perfect. Okay. I don't know, Shadow, I really like living where there's snow. I grew up in Texas where it's kind of just hot all the time. Like, and then the winters are terrible, but because up here it's really dry, it actually doesn't feel as cold as it does in other places in the world. Because it's like 5% humidity most of the time, or like 10% maybe, which is just nothing. Like, especially if you grew up in like a humid climate like I did, like that's really, really not bad. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give him a little bit of a pose here in a minute. But here we go, here's my armature. So if you have never sculpted before and you always wondered how they got them to stand up, that's how. So once you have your armature, basically you just start adding these big globs, and I probably could have done this before the stream started, but I don't know. Maybe it's the teacher in me, but I just like explaining processes. I think it's fun. And then people can also like give me advice if they know how to do something but like better than I do. Okay, let's see. So let me try that social thing again. Oh, I can't see my keyboard. Somebody mind trying doing that again for me? If not, I can move it in just a second. My hands are just sticky. I think my bot's up. I'm a big fan of seeing processes. Oh good, I'm glad it's interesting. I don't know how different it is from anybody else's. Oh good, it worked. Thank you so much. Even in sculpting, you start with a stick figure. Yeah. Yep, it's true. Okay. Hopefully you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. I need to get a better webcam for this, I'm so sorry. Ideally this will be the cam I just have for the me cam, and then I'll have like a good webcam that I can do like paintings and sculpting and stuff as well. Oh man, you guys can really see my mountain now. It's actually getting really dark outside. It's not nearly as bright as it looks like on my screen. But yeah, so you just kind of wrap your sculpture, and some people stuff the insides. You never want to leave them hollow. I don't know if it's as big of a deal in Sculpey, but like especially in ceramics, you never want air pockets. So like in ceramics, when I would do ceramic sculpture, if I had to fill up a lot of space and didn't want it to be really heavy, I would put like aluminum foil in the middle or something, because that really doesn't catch fire. It just gets hot, maybe a little, but it conducts really well, so it's not even that hot. And then you poke holes in it to let the air escape if you're doing a ceramic piece. With Sculpey though, I think you can get away with air pockets in Sculpey. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's what I have learned. So what I like to do is when I'm putting this on here, so like I'll put this kind of in the shape of like a thigh muscle, and that way I can kind of like lay it on where the thigh goes and just kind of visualize kind of the shapes I'm making and like where the muscles are going and all of that. I might need to make these back legs a little smaller too, they're way long. But yeah, anyway, there's so many other streamers on Twitch and YouTube that do sculpting streams, and I've been just watching a ton of them and being like, I really want to do this. It's been giving me the sculpting bug for sure. There's like all these little tiny dried pieces in the sculpting. So another thing a lot of people do when they work with Sculpey, not with ceramic, but with Sculpey, you can do like a quick fire real quick to like kind of help set the Sculpey so it's not as soft. and then you can add details later to it, but I think I'm probably just gonna sculpt the whole thing. Because that's what I did with this one, and it came out fine, so I think I'll be alright. Oh, sorry, I'm really bad at keeping this on camera. I'll just check my progress here. So yeah, he's gonna look really anorexic for a little while. I promise I'm not making an anorexic dragon. That's just how they start out. Because it's basically, this is like the skin and muscle. There's like no fat. I mean the bones and muscle. So there's like no fat or skin or organs yet. There will be. Oh, there will be. He needs some adventures. You should probably, hey, make a little D&D model for him to chomp on. He is very hungry. Poor guy. Just has not been a whole lot of weary travelers pass his way. I do need to get his legs up though, otherwise he's gonna get heavy and fall over. So a lot of times I'll like stick a leg out and just fill around it that way, and then bend it. It's kind of fun at this stage because it's kind of like you have an action figure, and you can just bend them in whatever way you want, like change the pose. It's super fun. And then you have this armature to keep everything like together, so it wouldn't be like just Play-Doh or something. It's like actually got some form to it, just like innately. So armatures are really helpful. So anybody who's looking to get into sculpting and did not know that, make sure that you build a wire armature before you play around with your pose. Oops, see, I made him too. There we go. Stand up, you. Yeah, those back legs are just way too long. I might need to go grab my other box of Sculpey. This didn't have as much left in it as I thought it did. Make him buff. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh man, that would be fun. Maybe I will. Like a ridiculously muscular dragon. Oh, his wings! That's what I wanted to do. Shoot. Hang on. I've never used this before. Has anyone ever used the wire mesh and have any advice for me? I'm just gonna wing it. See what I did there? But if anyone has any tips, I'm happy to hear it. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Okay, let's see. I don't know if you guys on Instagram can see this, but I basically have this, it's just wire mesh, essentially. And so I can attach that to the sculpture. And basically this will be used as like wing webbing. So I'll put it between like the bones of his wings. So it might take some hot gluing or something. I'm not sure how well this stays with just Sculpey. But if anybody's ever used this stuff before, I would love tips. Man, what else is in here? Oh, I found my little tweezers. Perfect. Should probably get all my tools out. Get a little water dish. Set up here. Blending. Never used the mesh? Ah, it's okay. Me either. Let's all learn together. Adventure. Okay. Oh, hey, Senna! How's it going? Only used some Sculpey and some nasty cement-like clay. Oh. I haven't heard... So I've used plaster before, which was really annoying, and it does get really cementy. I wonder if that's what you used. And then I've used, well, I've heard of like monster clay. That's like an alternative. Like an alternative to Sculpey. What's amazing? I mean, thanks. Yeah, he's looking pretty. They were making fun of me for making an anorexic dragon, so I think I'm gonna have to make him buff to make up for this. But yeah. It will look like a dragon eventually. No, I was talking about using foil, but I haven't used foil in this one. I guess I could go grab my foil. I don't really like using foil sometimes because I feel trapped. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like if you use foil, it kind of locks the form, like the shape in place, and then you can't ever really change it after that. Which makes me really sad, because sometimes I like to like do subtractive stuff and like take away from shapes, or I don't know. I guess it would help if I planned my sculptures out first, which is probably why I have that issue, and I don't do that. Most people do. Most people like kind of know where they're going when they start. I'm like, blank canvas, let's go. Let's do this. So, oh hey John, how are you? John Cena. Oh no, I'm never gonna be able to see your names the same way again. I don't know if you meant to say that, Dionysus, but that's definitely how I'm gonna read that from now on. Whenever they're both in chat. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to trim these. These are just... Yeah, like if I was gonna do foil on this, the only place I probably would be like the chest cavity. Basically just to save Sculpey. You know, like that's the main benefit to me of using the foil in an armature, is just to save your medium a little bit, so you're not wasting it on just filler, like literally filler. But I don't know. I probably should. Take the points. Just take the points, Dionysus. Oh man. Gotta go get some dinner. Yeah, cool. No worries. Yeah, if you're not back for Insta stream, it was nice to see you, Peaches. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully... I guess that is the one downside of a sculpting stream, is that it doesn't go very quickly. So there's not like a lot for me to be entertaining with, I suppose. You're just gonna have to hang out with me if you guys want to be in the stream, I guess. Okay, that's way too long. The armature is cheating? What? No, it's not. This is how the pros do it, man. They get with the program. There we go. Of course, I don't know if I want that either, because I may not want to keep his foot like that. He looks really funny. He kind of looks like a Tim Burton creature right now. Yes. I mean, everybody made what, like Kirby and snakes? Isn't that like what everybody makes when I was a teacher, anytime I gave a kid like an open-ended sculpting project, I was like, no snakes. Like, yes, we can all do this. Like, let's move past that, please. And like all the kids were always like, no, we want to make a snake. Like, no, you don't. You're just lazy. Don't be lazy. Be creative. Alright, stick the head on here though. Alright, there we go. Clay snake was useful for covering up the neck though. I'll give it that. So just in case anyone is curious, this is not the head shape he will have. This is just covering up the wire, basically. Like, he's not gonna look like this at all. Although I kind of want to make him, like, I don't know, I kind of like his slinky, kind of lithe pose here. That's true, Kirby is a happy ball. But I guess if you put like a frowny face on him. Then he would be a sad ball. I don't know if this is showing up super well on the Instagram stream. Oh well. Let's trial and error night. I wish it would focus on the sculpture. That is kind of bothering me. That's why I really want to get like a cam that's specifically for the like what I'm making, so that the camera doesn't try to focus on me, because I know I'm moving and the sculpture isn't moving. So maybe that's why it's doing that, but still it's annoying. So how's everybody's weekend going? Is anybody else getting snowed in out there? Getting a foot of snow, wow. Where are you at? Oh my gosh, he's so weird looking. Oh, Montreal, okay. That's right, she said you're in Canada, but that's a big area. Didn't want to assume. Yeah, we just got like a random little snowstorm today here in Colorado. It's quite beautiful to behold. Oops, sorry Insta. Gosh, I gotta stop taking... I'm not used to streaming still, you guys. Like, I'm used to just pulling everything straight up to like right here is where I usually work. Just like, it's really hard habit to break. Okay, well he's got a little foot now, so that's exciting. Oh, you can't really, there's not really good like contrast right here. Kind of blends in with my lamp. No snow down there for you, John? Sorry to hear it. Do you guys ever get snow? Or is that just like only up in the mountains kind of a thing? I imagine snow is pretty rare. I feel like you're pretty close to the equator. Oh, his back leg is just way wrong. Yeah, I've got to fix this. That's gonna drive me crazy. You don't have snow? It's been over 80 degrees Fahrenheit? Oh, wow. Where are you at, Shadow? I forget. There's so many different people from all over in here. I always forget everybody. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in Texas. I know how you feel. Snow was like miraculous when it happened. Although the past couple years, Houston's been getting snow down in Texas, which is kind of crazy. They definitely never really got snow. Like, we got at least a little bit occasionally, like maybe a little flurry once a year. It was like not even an inch, you know, like very, very small dusting, but we got something. Houston has been getting a lot of snow lately. Oh, you only have one mountain high enough to get snow? And it's losing it? Aw. No, poor mountain. It wants its snow. Florida? Oh, that's right, Florida. Yeah, you were saying something about Florida yesterday, I think. Yeah, although you guys got some snow up in the panhandle of Florida recently, didn't you? That was exciting, I'm sure. Palm trees are like, what is happening? What is this stuff? Help. Okay. Sorry, I'm definitely gonna have to adjust his feet. They're like ridiculous looking right now. How do you like your little friend? Little dragon friend. He's a little bigger than you. That's okay. Everybody needs someone to look up to. I have a mysterious white powder. That can mean a couple of things in Florida. Hopefully it means snow. you've seen snow before, right, John? I thought you said you lived in Europe for a little while. Thought you'd appreciate that, Shadow. You're good. I need to find some good, like, instrumental mixes that are, like, royalty-free. I thought about going and downloading, like a cover mix, so that I could sing along to stuff. Because I really do miss, like, having music I know in the background while I work. It's just more enjoyable. Alright, it is, like, creepily dark outside now, though, and I need to shut my blinds for just a second. Because I don't like the idea of my neighbors being able to peek in here while I can't see them. I mean, even though I'm on the 4th floor, people do walk in front of my window. You went for the obligatory ski trip? What, in Europe? Or up to your mountain? Yeah, tell us about your obligatory... That's usually not how people call, like, talk about their ski experiences. Like, were you kicking and screaming the whole time, or... Okay, I'm gonna pause for just a second and go... I don't know if you guys can see that. Close my blinds, so... Un momento. The other nice thing about sculpting is my hands are dirty, and so I can't be tempted to take a food break, which is perfect. When you were little, there's a Starbucks near you that would have a ski snowmaker. Aw, cover the front with snow. Oh, that's cool. Wow, I bet that snow didn't, like, last very long, though. Like... Because I'm sure it would, like, just melt instantly. Oh, ski strip. I totally missed that. Yes, but also this very important typo. That is very important. I missed the typo. Oh, John, I may not be able to read what you write. This stream I try to keep kind of PG-13, you know? What about the children? Think of the children. Where did you say you were at when you were in Europe, John? Because you're from Colombia, right? That you went and stayed somewhere in Europe for like an overseas exchange schooling or something, right? Oh, he looks so silly. I like it. Just start chanting, story, story. Oh hey, weren't you at a conference or something today too, John? Oh, regular fully clothed skiing? Boring. Because everybody loves good frostbite story. Like, I don't know, or like hypothermia story, right? Skiing without any kind of clothing on would be awful. I'm actually not a big skier, which is like blasphemy. Living in Colorado and being like, I don't really like skiing that much, you guys. It's kind of like social, like instant social ostracization. It's an issue. Alright, I'm almost out of school bee here. Really? It lasted until the afternoon? That's nice. I can't imagine that a snow machine in Florida would be very successful. Like any time of the year. Oh, it's a thing? I don't think I want to Google that. I enjoy my dreams being nice. I don't like nightmares. Besides, that just sounds really cold. suppose I shouldn't be surprised. If somebody has thought of it, it's probably a thing, so. Somewhere, somebody else in the world had that same thought. Sorry, this is probably like terrible on the Instagram stream. Let me turn that around a little bit. My hands are just like blocking the whole screen. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm sure. That's what I'm thinking. That just sounds like Frostbite the movie to me. Like, I do not want that. That sounds like a terrible idea. Some kind of horrible sickness and or frostbite. I guess if it's always been your dream to have one of those things, then maybe it's for you. The important places. I mean, they're all important. I want my hands too. But yeah, definitely the less exposed places are equally important. I don't want any of my places to be frostbitten. Oh, so like at the end of the mountain there's just a sauna that you end up in? Like you ski right into it? Like a ski-in sauna? That would be nice. Maybe it would be doable. I don't know, they have to be a pretty short ski slope though. Some of those slopes take like half an hour to get down. Depending on your skiing ability, of course. Alright. So he's starting to take shape a little bit. Definitely gonna go grab more Sculpey. So this is my last little bit. Give him some organs so that he's no longer anorexic dragon. There we go. Good job, dragon. He got a meal finally. I mean, he's still like starving desperately, but he's no longer literally bones. So that's encouraging. I always like it when my creatures are well fed. Alright, let me go grab my other Sculpey box. Man, it feels really good to finish a box of Sculpey for the first time in years. Good job. Good job, me. This box, though, is really dirty. So I have like another shoebox over there that's got like 3 boxes of Sculpey in it and some plaster and some other stuff. I'm gonna move all this wire. Just in the way. I don't know why I have all these odds and ends pieces of wire, but this box is super dirty for some reason, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Open up. Fortunately, this Sculpey is not a whole lot softer though than the other one, even though it's a brand new box. Well, maybe it's not brand new. It did look like there was a little piece missing from one of them. Maybe that's why. Yeah, I think I need to wash my hands though. That wire like turned my fingers black. I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably not on Insta, but I'm gonna go wash my hands real fast. I really don't want all of my clay to be that color. I dropped a piece. Didn't dry my hands off. I have this bad habit. I don't know if any other people with long hair do this, but like sometimes if I forget to dry my hands all the way, like after I wash them or whatever, I'll just like use my hair. Does anybody else do that? Because like, so my hair's curly, and sometimes, especially up here, it sounds so silly, it gets really dry. And so I end up having to throw water on it and like throughout the day anyway, just to keep it from going super flat. Because it's like a plant. It's like as soon as I add water to it, it curls right back up. But then it dries out again. So I figure it's like killing two birds with one stone. Like, oh, great. I have a towel with me wherever I go. And all my hairs can get all the water that they need to grow. It's probably a little weird. Oh hey, how's it going, Carolise? Ams. Who said I was ladylike? I don't know who you've been talking to, but I'm not a clean person typically. Like, I'm not dirty, I just, like, I don't care about a lot of that stuff. Don't judge me, John. Making me feel self-conscious. I could have sworn, I was really hoping somebody else would say that they did that too, so I wouldn't feel so weird. Now I just feel like I aired out my weird habits for everyone to hear, so you guys are welcome. There you go. Strange facts about Casey. Let's start a little book. There's a lot of them. Strange fact number 355. Okay, I'm just gonna take a big chunk out of this thing. Move this dirty box. I mean, I'm an artist. I'm not supposed to be ladylike, right? Isn't that an excuse I get to use? I can make a mess and it's fine. My house is clean. Make me feel self-conscious, John. Right, I gotta change this music. This is putting me to sleep. I don't like this. Why it keeps doing that. Let's play this one. Oh, thanks, Doodlebot. Except I can't save right now. But I appreciate your effort, my friend. I forgot to turn that off. So it's probably gonna do that like every hour. Sorry, guys. I tend to mess with my hair with my wet hands after I wash them, but it's not really to dry my hands so much as to redo my hair. Thank you! Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Because, like, my hair gets, like, frizzy, and so if I just run some water through it, it's, like, perfect. Whereas sometimes it's like, oh, I have extra water on my hands. Instead of wiping it on my pants or just, like, letting it evaporate, it's just water. Like, it's not like it's dirty water. Like, let me clarify. My hands are clean. And then I do that. Doodlebot wins. Oh, Doodlebot. It has so much earnest goodwill for me. It wants me to succeed. It wants me to know I should save. Sometimes I leave my hands a little damp for that purpose. Oh, thanks! Thanks, Ams. I'm glad you do that too. See? Someone on Instagram is backing me up, you guys. I'm not the only one. And she's a girl too. And she's way more girly than me. So it's not unladylike. It's totally normal. And I am a lady. Kind of. Oh, my stream just died. Why does it keep doing that? I really don't want to do that. This whole Instagram turning things off thing is really annoying. Discard. Just make a new one. Start live video. Okay. I don't know. I thought Dionysus's John Cena comment was pretty funny. Albeit unintentional, I suppose. So another tip. So this is the part where you can really start doing the muscle groups, which is for me the fun part of sculpting. because that's what really makes them like look good to me. So you can do things like, so this is like, I forget the name of the muscle, but it's the muscle that runs alongside the ribs and kind of connects to the back. And also creates like a nice curve for the rib cage, so you can kind of see that a little bit. It's hard to see on the screen. I'll show my Instagram people too, so it's like that. But yeah, I just kind of like lay in the big chunks of the muscles wherever they go and think of it that way. And then it kind of just starts to form itself as you do that. It's really fun. This is my favorite thing about sculpting for sure. Also, funnily enough, this is my favorite muscle grouping. The lats, I think, is what they are, and on people, they're on the back of us a little bit, but they're really fun, and I think they give a lot of form to anything you're drawing or making. I'm gonna fix his pose. This pose is really boring. Oh well, once I get him more created, I'll make his pose more interesting. For now, he's just kind of striding along. Hey, sorry about that, Ems. Does it give you any kind of warning on your end that the stream is about to end? Or is that just something that I see as the streamer? I've been wondering that, like if you guys get any kind of warning that the stream's about to like peace out on Instagram. So I know what I'm going to do before my next, taking notes, before my next sculpting stream, I'm going to go like pre-soften all of my Sculpey. It's all very like crumbly. Okay, well, this box is like worse than the other one, somehow. So I should probably attach the wings before I get too involved here. I feel like I should do that. I don't know how heavy they're gonna be. I almost feel like I should, depending on how heavy they are, I feel like I should like anchor them into the leg wires somehow. Would have been a good thing to plan ahead of time, but oh well. I'll do something later with them. Maybe I'll just use the mesh and do small wings instead of big ones. Don't know. It just dropped right after you noticed your post about the day pants. Oh, that's a shame that it doesn't give you a warning. Sorry about that. Well, apparently you can only stream for an hour at a time on Instagram, and then it kind of, like, it just shuts you off. And it only gives me a 30-second warning. So unless I happen to look over and notice that the timer is going on, I don't typically pay attention to how long I've been streaming on Insta. So yeah, sorry about that. Where's my... Oh, okay. Never mind. Actually, one thing I do like about having my stream like this, though, is that my OBS is, like, right up here on the screen. And so I can actually see when I get alerts and stuff. Because most of the time when I'm doing my digital streams, like, I have my OBS on my other screen over here, and it just, like, is buried underneath all my reference pictures and my music and everything. And so, like, by the time I hear the alert and go to see what it is, I always miss it, so... This is kind of nice. To be able to just, like, look right there and be like, oh, hey, everything I need. Plus I can monitor, like, my mic stuff easier. I do like this, for sure. Just need to get another webcam. Well, let me know if you can't see or hear something very well, Amber. I wish I could put my music closer to you guys. How's that? I don't know if you can hear that at all, but... So what do you guys think I should put on this dragon? You guys can help me make it. Since I didn't pre-plan it or anything. Should I do like more of a bulky, spiny kind of a look, or should I keep him kind of slinky and cat-like and stuff? I don't know. What do you think? What kind of dragon do I need? Here's what his little friend looks like. It's got some spines, feathered wings, little loopy feather tail. But I don't know. I don't want to make one that looks just like this. I don't know. Here's his friend for you guys on Instagram in case you want to see him. Slinky with huge ears. like this is his ear, like, hello. I can hear you now. Well, I gotta get his ribcage on first, so we got time to figure this out. I was actually thinking about doing some streams where I like set up a poll and then people watching can vote on like what I do. I watched a stream like that a few weeks ago. I thought it was pretty cool. And fun, because it's like it helps me like do things that I wouldn't normally think to do, because I just don't have, I don't know, everybody has different ideas, you know? Big ears like a bat, slinky and scaly. You guys all want slinky? Okay, we'll keep him slinky. I'll make him more cat-like. Sorry, I keep putting my hand in front of the Instagram stream. There's gotta be a better way to do this. I do love this wheel though, you guys. Like, I just got this week and I love it. That's part of why I'm doing this. It's actually why I'm doing the stream. It's because I was like, I need an excuse to use my wheel. I'm so excited. Because it, like, I can see the form from every angle, you know? And because sometimes if you're working on something from one side only, when you can't spin it around and look quickly, like, you think it's really full and like the form is really filling out, and then you like turn to look at it from like the front or something, or like, and you just notice that, oh, like this side is totally off or something. Whereas now I can see that so easily and be like, oh, I need to add a little more clay to that side to even it out. Perfect. I don't know. I'm just really excited about this wheel. And I can use it for cake decorating. So many purposes. For those of you who were not here, I did a cake decorating stream a few weeks ago. There's a video up on my Twitch if anybody wants to see it, but I did not have a cake wheel, and it's really hard to decorate without a wheel. Are you really excited? I am! I'm really excited! I love that! Oh my gosh. You guys, you can always make my day with a really, really terrible pun. Or a really good pun, depending on how you look at it. I think they're great. Wordplay, puns, all of that stuff makes my day. I am really excited about it. That's so cute. I love it. Good job. You made me happy. Now I'm trying to think of one. Oh man. It's hard to think of puns while you're forming stuff. What is that noise? Oh, you think spines? Okay, so I'll do slinky with spines. Big ears like a bat, slinky with spines, slinky and scaly. Okay. I can do some spines and some scales. I mean, this guy's got scales just on his feet, so maybe I'll do just a little bit of scales. I don't know if you can hear that music at all, Amber. If you can't, let me know and I'll just move it back over there because it's on my lap. But I know that I like hearing music. Maybe put it right here. I don't know. I feel like that makes it too loud for my mic, though. I don't know. So kind of like I was talking about before, how you can just like bend it and change as you go. So I'm like splaying out his arms so I can build his ribcage. So he looks kind of broken right now, but he will get put back together again. And it's really helpful to do this because like naturally skin and muscle is going to be in the way of your bones being able to like lay in certain ways. So if I don't do this, what ends up happening is he has like really unnatural looking posture, especially in like the shoulders. Oh, it does make his pose kind of funny. So there's his chest cavity. Although I guess if I'm making Arnold Schwarzenegger dragon, because he needs to be buff, maybe that bodybuilder squat is a good pose for him. I'd like to do play sometimes, and you just got my spine message. It's been like 5 minutes. Well, I don't know if you can see the screen over there, Amber, but like I have to like lean way over and look at my setup to see the Instagram comments. That like, so my other ones just show up on this chat here. I don't know if you can see the chat on either screen, but like Instagram doesn't sync up with my streaming service because they don't allow outside coding like that. So I can't, unfortunately I have to like stop what I'm doing and like look way over here to be able to see it. So it's not that I just got it, it's just like it probably showed up on time, it's just that I didn't see it, so sorry about that. Promise I'm not trying to ignore my Instagram feed, it's just hard to keep up with. Oh, you thought you heard it buzz? It probably, oh, it was just my phone buzzing. Somebody was commenting on something on Twitter. Yeah, I turned my notifications off, but I guess the vibrate's still on. Sorry about that. It's the downside of having it on my phone. Yeah, I thought I heard a buzz too. Now I feel bad. Sorry. It's probably very distracting. Okay, time to give him some shoulder blades. So yeah, if anybody has like any tips for me even. This is just kind of like the heavy blocking in right now. I'll do detail work later. Maybe I'll do a second sculpting stream to do like details on this guy. Yeah, so he's gonna stick his shoulder blade on there if you can kind of see that. I don't know if it shows up very well. Alright, I'm gonna try to do this though. See how this little water thing works out. Hey Last, what's going on? What, are you okay? Yeah, I guess it does work. It's so weird. Super weird. I never would have thought. Oh man, he looks so creepy from the back. I don't know if you guys can see how, like, it's so bright. He's like super anorexic still. You're in the middle of him. He just looks really weird. I don't know if you can see that on Instagram at all. Yeah, you can see it way better on Instagram. It made your phone buzz? Oh no! Is the music too loud for you, Amber? I have it as close as I can get it, but I can turn it down too if I need to. You're sitting here watching the new Super Sentai Lupin... I can't even say that. Super Sentai Lupiniger versus Pat Ranger? Oh my. Can you exchange these points for prizes? Actually, I was thinking about setting up a chat game for Twitch. If I did that though, I'd probably have to take Twitch off of the chat. Well, I don't know, I guess people wouldn't mind seeing that on YouTube. But I was thinking about making a game where people could earn points from hanging out in chat. Sounds interesting, where the robbers are based on Arsene Lupin? Who's that? Oh, hi Peaches! I made my brushes on Photoshop for my portraits. Oh, cool! I've never made brushes on Photoshop before. Hey, how are you doing? Thanks for popping in! Long time no see! Although I guess you probably can't see me. Or maybe, I guess maybe you can kind of see me. I forgot I had it turned to where you guys could see on Instagram. Also, I finished grading, so I'm heading home. Oh, cool. Congratulations. Wow, that was really fast grading. You're the math teacher, right, Dionysus? I'll be home in 20 minutes or so. Yeah, sure. Cool. See you in a little bit. Drive safe. Yeah, tell everybody I said hi. You're still at JCT, right? I think I see that. I am really bad about staying on top of Facebook. I pretty much just get on there to mess with my art page and then leave. I see posts from you and CJ a lot, though. Well, I guess posts from you and your husband. I never know who's posting on your Facebook account, but they're always funny. How's the school year going? Hopefully it's treating you okay. Hope those kids aren't giving you too much trouble. With the quick maths? Yeah. Oh, we could have used Dionysus yesterday when I was trying to think of my math jokes for that picture. Should have told him to think up some good ones while he's driving home. You need to post more finished work on your pages. I know, I'm really bad about that. I'm so bad about updating. Whoops. I post so much more work in progress stuff than I do finished stuff, and I don't know why I do that, but I'm really bad about that on Facebook especially. Like, I always forget to post finished work on Facebook. It's always like in progress stuff. I think it's because I typically put my finished stuff on like Instagram or DeviantArt. Where else do I post? I don't know. Other places. Places not Facebook. Oh man. Sometimes I need prodding. I need people to be like, hey, why aren't you posting? Because I forget. Like, there's just so many social medias to keep up with. It's kind of intimidating and overwhelming all at the same time. Like, it takes me half an hour to post on every single social media that I have before I start a stream. There's just too many to keep track of. Alright, one slinky dragon coming up. I feel like I should be using a heavier wire, actually, now that I'm really adding all of this on. He's getting kind of bulky. Let's debulkify him a little bit. Facebook is the devil anyway. I mean, you're not wrong. I'm not a big Facebook fan. It's just kind of like a necessary evil, honestly. At least for me. I do get a lot of traffic from Facebook. I've gotten quite a few commissions from Facebook, and for whatever reason my Facebook page, like, seems to do pretty well. I think it, like, I just have a lot of people sharing stuff there. But I don't ever use Facebook for personal stuff. Like, I always forget that I have a personal Facebook. I just don't ever use it. Facebook is literally kind of just a way for people who are from my past to be able to like get a hold of me if they need to, and for art. Like that's pretty much what I use it for. Alright, he needs a more attractive looking profile here. Alright, so we said big ears and some spines and scales, right? Like slinky, cat-like, big ears and scales. His little head shape going good here. I think he might be a little too heavy to support himself at the moment. He needs more support on his legs. He's collapsing slowly. Go back and fix that leg a little bit later, but for now, that's kind of what we got. Add some of these little ab muscles on him because he's definitely still way too anorexic. If I add wings, I feel like he might be too heavy to be supported. Probably made him a little bit big for the size wire that I started my armature with. Oh well, that's okay. I've seen so many projects that are unfinished. You'd like to see the details in the complete images. Yeah, I definitely need to do that. I mean, if you notice me slacking on that, imps, you just gotta tell me. You guys failed on your stories? No, it's okay. I mean, it's only been like a day for most of you. I think I saw you guys yesterday, so it's not like... Although, John, I feel like you had like a conference or something you said that you were going to. Pardon me if I'm not as talkative, I'm just watching you work and writing. Hey, that's no worries, that's what I do on sculpting streams, so... Or just, honestly, that's what I do on streams in general, so... It's okay, you guys don't have to talk if you just want to hang out. That is fine, too. I typically multitask when I'm watching people stream. I just wish I had stories to tell. I didn't do anything today. Unless people weren't here yesterday and want to hear the same stories. Give me a topic and I'll tell a story. How about that, John? If you really want to hear story time. I need you to help me out. So I just decided because his foot, I don't know if you guys can see this. Sorry, that was loud. So I kind of trimmed the bottom. I don't know if you can see that little wire poking out. I'll show you guys too. but I just decided I wanted his leg to be in this pose, and so I have too much wire now. And that's the nice thing about kind of what I said earlier, when you just give yourself extra wire just in case. That way, even if I decide to change it still, I can, because I've got wire going all the way through the foot. And if I wanted him to stand up, he still could, and I could make his leg longer even and just make that point like the base he stands on. So it all works. Wait, I'm trying to resist typing because my hand is going, there's a reason you need that mic. Wait, what? The conference is about programming. I will talk about it if you want to sleep right away. Aw. I'm sure it's not that bad. I mean, I don't know much about programming. I actually thought about being a computer programmer when I was younger, because I really liked writing websites and learning coding and stuff. But it all moved so quickly. It was like I looked away for a minute, and all of a sudden HTML was irrelevant, and like everything had changed. I just decided I didn't want to learn a whole new programming language. The only genuinely interesting thing I learned is about the Gartner hype cycle. What is that? I like learning stuff, tell me. If everybody else gets bored, so what? It's my stream, dang it. I want to learn stuff. Learning time. I love learning stuff. It's what makes life exciting. There's so much out there to know. That's good, that'll give me time to think of a story to tell you. Oh, you asked how the chickens were. I haven't seen the chickens again. I only help them on Mondays, because every other slot is full right now. And so I can't, like, they don't need me, basically. You need to get a mic for speech recognition because you damaged your ulnar nerve in your pinky, and now basically everything you do with that hand hurts. Oh, so you can't type. What is it that you do from home? It is informative and kind of funny, but only for mega nerds like you. I mean, but what is it? Oh, the graphic representation for the evolution of technologies. Oh, I mean, that sounds fun. Gartner hype cycle? Does that mean, like, everything that's new is always overhyped, and then you look back at it a few years later and it's like, wow, that was really terrible? Because that's what that makes me think of. Well, he's got quite a booty on him. If you guys can see that. Yeah, the lighting on this camera is really poor. I need to do some playing. I wonder if I can adjust it right here. Because that's really obnoxious. Properties. Configure video. Oh, brightness is way up. Maybe that's the problem. Configure video, come back. Cam. Properties. Configure video. Where did it go? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Let's see if this fixes it. Brightness. Ooh, that's pretty bad though. Okay, so brightness is not the issue. Contrast? Nope. Contrast is also not the issue. Saturation? Oh gosh, no. I don't know if I can fix this. Sharpness! Oh my, that's terrible. Let's not have everything sharp. I'm good with a little bit of blur. White balance, backlight. It's not doing anything. Gain. This doesn't even do anything in there. Cancel. Okay. Oh my. Apparently I clicked that a lot. Oh well. Sorry. I tried, guys. You write, do some derivative art stuff, paint minis, mooch off of relatives for sweat equity. What does that mean? Is it possible for it to recover? Oh yeah, your nerve. That would be bad if it doesn't ever get back to normal. Hopefully it will heal. Something like that. It basically says that all technologies get overhyped and then dropped by disillusion and then picked up again for real progress. I can see that. I mean, that's part of why I don't ever upgrade right away to anything. Like, everyone always, like, rushes to get the latest, you know, iPhone or whatever, anything. You know, gaming platform, like any of that stuff. I always try to wait at least a year before I upgrade. Because the way I see it, that gives the programmers time to fix any bugs that show up. If there's any problems like the exploding note or something that happened, like, there's time for that to come to light. People will submit reviews, you know, for how good it is or whatever. I don't know. I feel like that's something that I never understood, why people are so anxious to have the latest whatever. Because it's really only, usually I feel like only marginally better than the one before for most technologies. And it's like, why? I don't want to sit through having to, like, not be able to use my stuff because of bugs. I might need to make him sitting as well, because there's just, like, a lot of weight on his front legs. I don't know if he can support that. Maybe if I stick this leg out a little more. I feel like I need to carve away some of this chest. It's just a little too barrel-chested for this to be. Where's my other tool? Oh man, these are all really dirty. I've not used these in such a long time. Need to go clean them off. Okay, I'm gonna go get all the mud off of this. Okay, I'll check that on just a minute. Okay. So it's just you don't have a good mic, but you've got like the recording program that you need, right? So I've heard there's definitely like some that are better than others. as far as recognizing what you're actually trying to say. Okay. Yeah, apparently I haven't used any of these clay tools since I did ceramics a while back. And I didn't clean them, which is weird. I must have been in a rush. Because I don't like leaving my tools dirty. That really bothers me, so strange. I wonder how I can add support to him. I guess I could add like fins or something like coming out of his chest, and maybe like it's like having an extra pillar for him to stand up on, maybe? I don't know. Think about it. How did you get the injury? Was it just from overuse, or just something happened, like a just accident? Oh man, this song is annoying. His back leg is so messed up looking. Curtis Tower, no built-in mic, so you need to get a mic. Win 7 actually has really good speech rec. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. Well, that's good. When did all of this happen? Was it just pretty recently? Oh, okay, so it was like a work injury. Or a working injury. That sounds no fun. Right, trying this water thing again. Let's see how this... Yeah, I guess it does. That's so weird. Although it smooths without water too, so I wonder how much the water is actually helping. It's smoothing just fine without water. Although I guess it's not as nice. Alright, fair enough. Water works. Oh no, I'm so sorry. We should probably stop drilling you. Like, asking you so many questions. Sorry about that. Well, hopefully you can come and answer all of our questions when you do get your microphone. But yeah, that's why I had to get a mic too, because I work on a tower. And I didn't think to buy a microphone when I built the computer. I didn't know I'd be streaming. This is not something I planned on doing. Just kind of happened. It's been fun though. I've enjoyed the streaming experience. Met lots of cool people and whatnot. Hopefully we'll meet many more. I just gotta be better at interacting on social media. Casey, do you know about this website? Behance? I do, actually. I'm on Behance, I think. Although I haven't updated it in forever, so I don't know what's on there. Oh no, poor Yo-Yo. Are you kind of squeamish, Yo-Yo? Does like talk of injury give you sympathy pain or something? I totally have that problem. I can't handle like horror movies and stuff because everything that happens to them just hurts me. Like physically, I like empathize with their pain and I just want to like hide until I feel better. Just like, oh, because I can just like imagine what it would feel like to have that happen to me. It's not fun. Getting into like the weird sinewy muscles. I really love the way this looks though. You guys probably can't see it. I bet Instagram can see it. So it's like you just get all these great, like when you lay things in with muscles, you get all these great like muscular lines. There we go. So you can really see like the way the muscles work on the body. I don't know if you guys can see those, but well, kinda. Yeah, you can kinda see them. But I always love the way it looks because it just, I don't know. It's just like I'm checking my anatomy. I'm like, okay, this muscle needs to go here. Like, this is not how this muscle works. It's just kind of fun to be able to see it like that. Like when I'm painting and drawing, I have to just know that, and I can't really, like I don't get to build it up from the skeleton like this. I don't know. It's just fun. I just love sculpting. That's all. I know everything. That's so not true. I do not know everything. I just happen to know about Behance. By all means, please continue to tell me about stuff because I probably don't know something that you know, and I need to know. It's how you learn, remember? We just talked about this. You gotta share. Sharing is caring, John. This is the part where I really need to like work from a base or something so that I stop picking it up, because that's actually kind of a bad habit. Probably actually need to let it set, to be honest, before I do too much more on it. I just don't want to. I want to keep going. People describing injuries and gore. Yeah, I'm totally the same way. I mean, that wasn't so graphic that it bothered me. But like I was saying, like movies and stuff, oh man, I can't. I will never forget. Like I kind of have a reputation among my friends for doing this. Like when we go to movies, if there's like an intense part, everybody like watches me instead of the movie. And I didn't know they did this for a long time until finally I was in, I think it was like whenever Jurassic Park 3 came out. I think I was in high school, like maybe the end of high school. But we all went to go see it, and there was this one part, I don't even remember what was happening, but I like looked away from the screen, and I just happened to like look in the direction that my friends were sitting, because we were in a row, and like every single one of them, there was like 5 people, it was like 1, 2, 3, all of them were just like looking at me. Like I basically looked over to see them looking at me, and I was just mortified. I was just like, oh no. Apparently I was reacting really strongly to the intense scenes, and just like, because I like hide in my chair sometimes if I don't know. I don't mean to, it just kind of happens. Because I don't know, my brain gets so into whatever's happening on screen, I guess it feels like it's happening to me or something. I don't know, my brain's stupid, but anyhow. I remember one time I was at a sleepover and something bad was happening on the TV, and I got so mad at the character for the decision that they made that I like threw a pillow at the TV. And I felt really bad because it wasn't my house and I wasn't by myself, but it was just like reactionary. Oh, I was so embarrassed. But he was being really dumb. It's like carpal tunnel, just different metacarpal. Oh, okay. So how long does it take to like get better from that? Do you basically just have to wait for the nerves to rebuild, or is there hope? Or Or is this something you're gonna have to deal with, like, forever? Alright, if he's gonna be cat-like, I probably need to give him, like, a little cat bump. Cat bump in his step. Oh, and he just fell over because he's, like, way side-heavy. And because I keep picking him up and changing his pose. There. Is that feline enough? I love this wheel, you guys. It's so fun. You get— oh, I get mad at books too. Oh my gosh. Oh, I get mad at books. I get mad at characters in books. Oh man. Has anyone read The Way of Kings? Have we talked about this before on the stream? Is anyone here a fantasy book fan? If so, do I have a thing I need to talk to you about? Oh wait, yeah, Dionysus, you and I talked about this once. Yeah, I thought I'd talked to somebody about it. So in the first— no, in the second book. Wait, was it the first one? I think it was the second book. So in the second book, in Words of Radiance, have you read Words of Radiance? Nice! I'm so behind on my Sanderson. Don't tell me anything. I still haven't read the latest book in the Stormlight series. What's it called? Oathbringer, I think? I haven't read Oathbringer. Is it good? I mean, I'm sure it's good. It's Brandon Sanderson. What am I even asking you for? Of course it's good. Oh, hey. Thanks, Doodlebot. Yeah, Oathbringer. Oh, you haven't read it either? Okay, good. I don't feel as bad. I feel like all my friends who are into Sanderson have read it, and I'm just, like, way behind. I'm on the waiting list at the library, but there's, like, 50 people in front of me. So it's probably not gonna be something on my reading list anytime soon. Oh, good night, Yo-Yo. Thanks for coming to hang out. It's good to hear from you. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend as well. Stay warm out there. Or I guess you don't want to be warm, probably, because you're the one who said it was really hot. Stay cool. Oh man. This kind of looks like a dinosaur cat. He looks really funny. Oh yeah? Dinosaur looks raw? Thanks. I love it. He looks silly. Hopefully he will look raw. Dragon looks very undragon-like right now. I do like his little hadrosaur tail though, actually. I want to keep it like that. It's not very feline. But it does give him some nice balance. But thanks, I'm glad you like him. Let's see, so he needs big ears. That was the vote, his big ears. I haven't even gotten to the ears yet. How about, so like, do you mean like cat ears, or do you want like big long, like should they be like standing up? Like this? Like this kind of an ear? That looks really silly. Maybe I'll finish his head first before I decide what kind of ear I want to do. I was definitely thinking like the long, like rabbity ear sticking out, maybe. I don't know. Or I could do like cute little, like little perky ears. I don't know. I'm not sure what I want. We'll have to fill out his head a little more first. He definitely needs wings though. The more I look at him, the more I think he needs wings. His pose is messed up big time. I need to figure out how to make molds. I've been going to conventions and a lot of people have somehow got it worked out with like a mold maker or a casting place where they just make these sculpty figures and then they go and have them casted so that they can mass produce them and like paint them like a different series of colors and stuff, and I think that'd be super fun. Cause like I would love to have like more of this so I could just do different like colorations and stuff. I really probably should have made him sitting down. That would have been way easier. I guess it's not too late. No, it's too late. I don't want to do all that over. Just gotta fix his leg. His leg is really bugging me. Oops, sorry Instagram, didn't mean to bump you there. Comment above triggers Gordon Ramsay. Oh no, not Gordon Ramsay. I don't need him here, he'll make me feel bad. Probably be mad at me for using a cake decorating wheel for my clay. But I love this wheel, it's so cool. I'm so excited about it. That back leg looks a lot better now. I mean, it's still not done, but like the general shape of it is actually anatomically correct, which was gonna bug me if I didn't get that fixed. So oh, it's actually hurting my arm a little bit. How weak am I? It's not good. Totally meant to go to the gym today, but then it snowed and I just didn't want to. Which is a terrible excuse, I know. I just wanted to watch it and be inside where it was warm. Thanks. It's okay. It's definitely very rough. There's a lot of refining that I will need to do. But yeah, for the most part, like the basic like places of things is right. Thanks. I appreciate that. It's hard for me to not want to like stop and fix all of it right now, which I'm kind of doing a little bit on this leg, but I need to fix that. otherwise it would get out of control before I knew, as I worked on other spots. Okay. So I'm just gonna buff this one up a little bit because he's definitely fallen down on this side. Look at this wheel. It's so fun. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm just delighted right now. I love this wheel. Okay, sorry. My moment of glee had to come out. I'm so excited about having one. My very own wheel. Never had one before. I've always used one at my work or, yeah, when I was teaching at the cake shop. I've never actually owned one. I don't know why. It's so much easier. Oh my gosh. I was making my life so hard by not having one. Alright, let's give him a little bit of a swagger here. It's a little boring. Oh no, I'm super easy to please. Let it never be said otherwise. Oh no, it's the simple things. Come on now, everyone knows that. If you can't appreciate the little things in life, you can't appreciate life. Look at his little tail wiggle. I like it. See? Things like that. Yeah, I'm like, wee! Basically. I feel like that should be a gif of me just like... Maybe I'll go clip my own video. I figured out how to make gifs in Photoshop the other day. So now I'm totally gonna make gifs of stuff. I kind of want to make my own gifs for the little pop-ups that come up on my stream. But, oh, sorry, the wheel is totally like drifting off this camera here. Can you guys still see on Insta? Okay. I need to take this dumb ear off. Yeah, I mean, it's looking okay. It's definitely still way too skinny. Like, way too skinny. But part of that's because he was getting so heavy that his front was collapsing, so I had to work on the legs for a little bit. For the most part, it seems to be holding now that he's got some actual clay on his feet. Although I might need to make him crouching, just to give him a little extra support there since I used thin wire. Bad me. Sticking to the cloth. Still a little bulky in the front. Probably need to shave him down a little more. It's actually kind of heavy. It's like I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that and then follow with it's a ½ pound of clay. It's really not that much, but he's pretty heavy, surprisingly. At least he feels heavy. What do I want to do with this? There we go. That looks kind of cool. I always like it when things look cool from different angles too. Maybe if I turn him a little. Yeah, there we go. Make him put less pressure on that leg there. It's really important that he be able to stand up pretty easily. I do like that little tail thing though. I think that's a cool angle for him. Turn his head a little more. Like he's looking over his shoulder. like it. Oh wow, it's already been... It's already been another hour. Holy cow. Okay, one last stream here. And then I'll probably make it, it'll probably only be like 30 minutes and I've got to go. But yeah, it does make the pose more dynamic, for sure. Like, I really like that angle. Really, like, from that angle you can really tell that I need to like shave some clay off of that inside leg there. It's way too big, but it's not anywhere near finished, so. Okay, well, it's, this part between his shoulders is bugging me a little bit. Well, he's already pretty heavy. Maybe I should hold off on that. Guess I should do this back leg. The stream is also called Casey Talks to Herself way too much. But at least now I have the excuse of saying that I'm talking to you guys. Kinda. Even though I'm still, like, talking to myself. You don't realize how much you talk to yourself till you do it in front of other people. I just have to remind myself that everybody does it. It's okay. It's totally normal. Ow. Oh, that wire is super sharp. Starting to lean a little bit too much for my liking. Guess I should bulk up his feet a little bit. I'm really bad too about using my clay tools. Like, I always want to do everything with my hands because I just feel, I don't know, it's more fun. So I just have to remind myself that that's what clay tools are for. Casey, this would be so much easier if you would just use your clay tools. So you can get into these little crevices without having to pick it up all the time. I have really terrible art habits sometimes. Man, this will be so much better once I have a second cam to focus more on the art, less on like the whole picture. I don't want the ambient music. Ambient music is like putting me to sleep. I cannot handle it. I feel like I've heard this so much. Okay, thanks, Senna. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a great rest of your night. And enjoy... I forgot to ask you about the Olympics. So maybe next time you can tell me what I missed. I meant to ask you that today and I forgot. I hope you enjoyed it yesterday. Yes, tools make life easier. Like my wheel! Whoa! Okay, well have fun. See ya. Thanks as always for hanging out. Your company is much appreciated. Be on his legs are kind of weird. Something is not right here. It's like the top part is like a horse leg and then the bottom part becomes a cat leg, which is not quite what I wanted. Oh, its tail is missing a huge chunk of flesh. Oh gosh. I almost said something, yeah, anyway. I'm so easily amused, you guys. It's not even... Oh man. When I was putting the clay on, it just looked funny. That's all. That's all. Looked like he had a poop. Oh man. I don't know why I am the way I am, you guys. I think my sense of humor stopped maturing at like 12. Oh, don't worry. I won't chop his tail off. I guess that's probably what it looks like though, huh? No, no, no. I like his tail. It's wavy. It's wavy and fun. How's your writing going? I don't know if it's a he or not. I mean, I'm not gonna be like putting any defining characteristics either way, so it's just a dragon, you guys. It's just a dragon. It just feels better to give... I don't like calling things it. And even they kind of seems like, I don't know, impersonal somehow. So I'm just gonna call it a he. Arbitrarily picked a gender for it. Or are dragons like cats? Yeah, maybe. I mean, he is a feline. That's what you guys wanted, was like a more life feline-esque dragon creature. Nice. That's pretty good, actually. A third the way through chapter 1. Well done. That's a lot of progress for one evening. How long are your chapters? Oh, I can't wait to get to details. Details are the most fun part. It's like, I feel about sculpting the opposite that I do about like painting and drawing. Like painting and drawing, I love doing the big blocky rough part, and I hate doing details. But details in sculpting is like super fun. That's where it starts to really like get personality and I don't know, it's just more fun in general. Is this the chapter outlines for your comic, right? So chipper. I like this music. Very cool. Oh, he's so anorexic from the top still. Give him a little band of belly fat here. Oh no, what is this? Yummy Impossible Raccoon Honey Badger? What? I'm afraid to click this. What is this? I hope it shows up not on my screen. Oh no, what did you do? You made a clip. That's awesome. Oh man, I want to watch that again. Hang on. I look so stupid. Oh jeez, how did you even find that? That's how I feel when I'm using this wheel, but man, I'm like embarrassed. So for those of you on on Instagram who can't, I'll pull it over here. So John made a clip of me spinning my wheel and being overjoyed at the wheel. Thank you, John. That's pretty funny. I'll have to see if I can pull that off and make something out of it later. Yummy Impossible Raccoon Honey Badger is what you named the clip? What does that even mean? Yummy Impossible Raccoon Honey Badger. Is that what this looks like to you? An Impossible Raccoon Honey Badger? It looks way better from this side. This side I obviously have not worked on. That's probably why I'm so unhappy with it. Looks like he's dancing. Needs to be a GIF, yeah. Oh, that was just the automatic link name? That's weird. Way to be weird, Twitch. I thought you named it. I was like, I don't understand where you got those words. It has nothing to do with the clip or what I'm making. That's pretty funny. Thanks for finding that for me. I'll see what I can do with it. I wonder what should I use it for? Maybe I should use it for like if I ever get rated, because I don't ever get rated very often. I don't even know what that means. I think it's like a host, but instead of it being a host, like everybody is just like already watching somebody's stream and then they send them all to your stream. I guess that's what a raid is. I don't know how to do it. I don't know enough people on Twitch to have raids. Oh, I'm breaking him. Stop breaking. No. Yeah, I'll do my best to turn that into a GIF. Thanks, John. You're great. Oh, my phone's making noises. Good. Ouch. Figure out how to turn off alerts while I'm streaming, because I feel like kind of bad for that. I think I probably just need to be better when I do Instagram streams and just do 1 hour and just like watch the clock and only do it for like an hour of whatever I'm doing. But then like what if it's a boring part? I don't want to have a boring stream video. Because if it's boring then people won't want to watch it, you know? I don't know. I don't have like a big following on Instagram or anything, so it probably doesn't matter. So do you still have more conference to do tomorrow, John, or are you done? Was it just the one day? Well, this is a fun little song. I like it. I just found this music today on YouTube. If anybody finds any cool royalty-free music out there, please let me know. need to hunt some more down. One more day? Okay. A Sunday full of math? Oh dear. I mean, hopefully that's like a good thing for you. That sounds like a bad thing for me. Maybe you'll meet, maybe you and Dionysus can, I don't know if he's still here. Maybe he's there. That's a math thing. Because all the math people are going to be there, right? Yeah, Sunday full of math. Like, I imagine your ears perking up wherever you're at, Dionysus. Like, what? Sunday full of math? I better get in on this. I bet he would know what you're talking about, John. John's at some kind of like a conference this weekend. I guess tomorrow the topic is math. Today was programming? Is that right? What math do you teach again, Dionysus? I'm assuming because you said you were grading papers, you do some kind of like formal education teaching of math. Aren't you tired of math by Sunday? Like, don't you want a break? Math is just everywhere. Oh no. That sounds like my nightmare. Math is everywhere. See, little details like this are things I shouldn't be doing right now, because I'm probably gonna have to change this leg. But I just love making the little skin flap. So bad at using tools because I never use them. It's so hard to like resist the urge to just stick my finger in there and fix it. Sunday full of meth? No! Shadow, we already talked about that. Calm down. Right now you're teaching a weird mashup course of topics that don't fit elsewhere in the curriculum. Matrix and Power series. Oh my. Is this college level stuff or high school? Like what do you... I forget. I forget if you're a professor or if you're an adjunct or like what you do. Or is it John? John's the professor. Somebody's a professor. Okay, college level stuff, yeah. Oh, I thought you were just being facetious, Shadows. You're just a lowly grad student? I mean, everybody has to be a grad student at some point. What do you want to do? Like, do you want to teach? What are you studying? I'm sure, yeah. Do you like teaching? Or is it just kind of something you do because they make you do it? I was a teacher, I think I told you that. There's a lot of teachers in this chat, actually. We all find each other somehow. Research ideally, but that also means lots of teaching too. Yeah. Yeah, that's what John was saying. He wants to do research. I guess that's why people get into their field though, huh? Is to like further it. But like researching what? Like what is it that you are passionate about? Hi Jess, how's it going? Sorry I missed you. Just totally not paying attention to my Instagram. Getting very involved. I really hope they let Restream integrate Instagram into their streaming service soon. It's way easier for me to just glance up at the screen as I work. Tricky. Thank you, Tues. You've been very helpful. See how that pose is looking. Much better. It's kind of nice having this big... I might check it. That looks kind of messed up. I think he's collapsing slowly on his right side here. My specialized field is low-dimensional topology. What is topology? And combinational group theory. You just spoke an alien language to me. Like, I have no idea what you just said. That doesn't mean a whole lot to people. Yeah, okay, there. Yeah, doesn't mean a whole lot to people not doing math. Yeah, maybe John will understand what you're talking about, because I sure don't. Recently, it's involved a lot of knot theory. I mean, I know about some knots, like I can tie knots. I didn't realize there was theories about knots. Why does that interest you for research? Like, what is it about that that wasn't a snarky comment. Like, what is it about that that fascinates you? To the point where you want to go to grad school and like do research. Explain your inner workings, sir, immediately. You don't have to answer any of these questions if you don't want to. I'm just curious. A Stanley knife, perfect. I'm with you. My knowledge of knot theory is pretty limited. And I'm probably not even thinking about the right kind of knot. He's probably talking about something like something mathy. I might need to find something to like put in the oven to support him so he doesn't like collapse as I bake him. That happened to me one time with a sculpture. I might find a rock or something. I was baking one, and when I pulled it out, it had like fallen as it was baking, because I guess it gets soft for a little bit before it hardens. I'm not really sure why it happens, but whatever the reason, it was very disappointing. I'm a masochist is why. It's 99% smacking my head against a wall and then 1% being really excited because I solved a puzzle that no one else ever has. Alright, fair enough. I mean, I guess that's kind of how a lot of people who are some more sciencey probably are. It's the desire to solve the puzzle drives you crazy, but also drives you in general. I can see that. My mom's a scientist, and I have some friends who are puzzle-oriented like that, so I've definitely seen that behavior. Where people just, like, want to figure out stuff. I'm to that to some degree, but usually more with, like, creative problem solving. So I definitely feel that way about, like, art. Like, if that's part of why, like, I like sculpting, is because it's, you know, that's basically what you're doing, is like, oh, I need to figure out why it doesn't stand up correctly here, or like why this looks off, or how do I get the weight to balance better. It's kind of just like a big puzzle to solve. But when you're done, you get this cool thing with a wavy tail. So it's all fun. I don't know if I like his crouch though. Also, he's losing some of his jaunty, cat-like stance. I also feel like his tail is not moving the right direction based on how he is moving. I feel like it should be exactly opposite of what he's doing. Always turn him, I guess. It's like part of the reason I had it that way was to balance him. I might have to turn him a little more. This. There we go. But now his head looks weird. Like he's looking the wrong way too. Actually, I kind of want to lower his head and stretch it out a little bit to kind of get some of the weight off of his. Especially since he's crouching anyway. There. Looks kind of slinky still, right? Now he doesn't have all that weight right above his legs. His tail is balancing it slightly. Wasn't really sure about that crest anyway. Okay, Shadow, take your time. When did I start this stream? 22? Got about another half hour. Maybe a little less than that. And I'll probably be signing off myself. I didn't get all the stuff done today that I wanted to, sadly. So I can't spend too much extra time on the stream today. I need to finish. Oh, I really do like this pose now. It's a lot more interesting than the other one. At least I think it is. He looks very sneaky. Very sneaky, sir. Okay. Thanks for hanging out, Amaze. Always good to see you. I hope the rest of your night goes well and that you get a lot of your story done, if you haven't already. Have a good night. Oh, darn. My Habitica dailies are waiting, for sure. I'm glad you know what I mean. I definitely have some stuff that's gonna hurt my party if I don't fix it. Yeah, we're in the middle of a big fight right now too, so I have to be more cognizant. Can't give myself any breaks. It's good though, I need that. I need that accountability in some way. Part of why I like Habitica. Night, Amaze! Have a good one. What kind of head should I give it? Should I stick with the cat-like head? Or go with a more like bird-like or dinosaur-like or something like? I do like this pose though. It's kind of cool. I like the tail. The tail is still my favorite part. It's so wiggly. Actually, he's kind of wiggly. He's separating here. It's not good. See, I'm doing it again. Picking it up and working on it instead of using my tools. My tools! I need to use them. I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to do with this head. I feel like it's almost too long, to be honest. Like, I almost want to double it down on itself, but it's got a wire in there. Yeah, there it is. Maybe I can do that. Make it a little smaller. Face smush! See, the problem with doing that though is then I get these weird like wire things jutting out. That's why this part of the sculpting is so fun though. It's because you can tear things up and it doesn't matter. Come on, get in there. Okay, his face is creepy. It's like a face, like a, I don't know, it's like a chest burster but coming out of his face. Yeah, I should keep my... Well, if I keep my tools up there, though, then it's like they get in the way. So it's not the biggest wheel, you know? Like, it's like basically a tiny Lazy Susan. Oh, and his leg is fallen over, so his weight is not balanced well. Or it's just not, like, stable enough. Just a couple what? Oh, a couple tools? I mean, yeah, I guess I could. We'll see how it works. I think these are the two I'm using the most. just so little space, it feels like they're kind of in the way for me. I don't know. I'll try it. I'll try anything. Oh, I don't know how I want his face to be. Can't get caught up in this right now. Like, this needs to be like the last thing I do. But it's just so fun. He's got a little dinosaur face now. Oh, you guys can't really see it very well on the Twitch stream. But the Instagram people can though. I don't know, maybe they can't. I'm definitely jumping the gun. I need to stop. Tools! Hey, I'm using my tool though. Maybe you're right. Maybe having them right there does help. So my brain is like, hey, a tool I can use. And it's not that far from me. Instead of having to like go all the way down. Yeah, the head definitely looks more like a dinosaur. I probably... I don't know. I probably should make it more cat-like. Since that was the request, was a cat-like dragon, but oh, he's falling still. Shoot, gotta fix this. This is not good. I don't know how to. Maybe I should make him more something. I don't know. Maybe if I put more bulk on the bottom of his neck, it'll keep the weight off. Make him front heavy. He is a cat, yeah. He is trying. It does look like he's trying to lay down. Slowly slinking to the floor, thinking I'm not gonna notice. Oh, you little cat dragon, you. Still feel like his neck is too long. Like, I almost want his head to be like right there. More importantly, how am I gonna do these ears? That'll be the very expressive part of the head. And since his shoulder is doing this thing, he's probably gonna need to have his shoulder sticking up like that. Oh, hey Dream, how are you? Missed you yesterday. I mean, I saw you, but like, I figured your phone died or something. I felt bad because I didn't get to say goodbye or anything. I was like, oh no. How was your Saturday? There we go. Got a little shoulder blade sticking out there now. Appropriately. And though his spine has disappeared somehow. Yeah, I figured your phone had died. Surprise visit from a friend. Oh, how'd that go? Hopefully a good surprise. Sometimes those are not welcome surprises. Hopefully it was a good visit. I'm definitely gonna have to find something to prop him up on. 'Cause he is sinking really bad. Oh, hey Peachy, welcome back. He's looking more buff, yeah. He's got more muscles now than the last time you were here, for sure. A little more pose, a little more bounce in his step. Doing a little spin on a wheel, that I'm really excited about, just to show you. I know I said I wasn't supposed to pick it up, but I really do need to pick it up right now. So I can't see the bottom of this on the wheel. As much as I love that wheel, can't in fact do everything on the wheel, just most things. So don't be mad at me. Sorry to my Instagram people who can only see the tail right now. So I'm hoping that that camera over there helps with that, the fact that you can see the screen. Maybe it will keep it. I'm just being like, what's she doing? Why can I see nothing? That's my hope anyway. How was your dinner? At least I think that's what you said you were doing, Peachy. I don't remember. It's been a couple hours. Oh, let me catch up on chat, sorry. Move that to where it looks a little more interesting, maybe. I don't know how to make this more interesting for you guys. Okay, been good. Finished doing some digital speed painting for scenery. Oh, cool. Nice. Speed painting that you finished. Oh, that looks wonderful. Very nice. What did you use it in? Was it in Photoshop? I like the deer, those are cute. Yeah, great job with the detail on that tree in the foreground. It's nice. Paint tool Sai, okay, cool. I am very much a beginner in Paint tool Sai. Pretty much all I can do is make a transparent drawing. And like do some like vaguely Photoshoppy things. Oh man, my hair is crazy. Why didn't you guys tell me my hair was crazy? You guys secretly hate me, don't you? My hair's always crazy. That's probably the real answer. Like, you can't tell when it's not crazy because it always looks like that. Sorry, people on Instagram. I totally messed up this part and I'm trying to fix it. Okay. I mean, it's not fixed, but it's better. Okay. Alright, so ears. Need to figure out what kind of ears we're going to put on this guy. So let's do some options, and then you guys can vote on the one you like the best. His head shape might not stay this way, so I guess maybe that should be a factor. So we can do like bunny ears, like kind of a, I don't know, almost looks like a terrier actually, but kind of like longer ears that go back a little bit. Let me put the other set on. Okay, so there's option number 1. He might have some spikes or something coming up out of his head between that. Okay, so we can do those kind of ears, or we could do ears that stick up a little bit, kind of like a dog. Well, I don't know. That makes me smile a lot. Looks like a little piglet. A little floppy-eared piglet. Although, I don't know, his pose kind of makes me feel like he should be, like, nervous. So if he's gonna have long ears, I do feel like they'd probably look better kind of laid back. A little, like, submissively. He does not have a I am doing this because I want to be alert kind of a face. So, we could do that. What other kind of ears can they have? I guess I could do like big bad ears. Shorter, maybe not quite so long. Little cat ears, since he is supposed to be kind of cat-like. I suppose that would not be totally inappropriate. Yeah, I agree. I think the ears down fits his pose a little better. But should I do like short little ears like this? Or should I go back with the long ones? What do you guys think? What do you guys think, Instagram? That song's gonna be stuff. You spin me right round, round. Oh man, I missed that. I missed a lot. Okay. Ooh, eggs and sausage sounds good. He's like a German Shepherd. So you think the little ears? Or do you think the big ones? Could do 2 sets of ears. Make it all crazy. I mean, he's a dragon. There's no rules. Maybe this. I mean, I like the shape of that. I'm not sure about the double ears thing, but I think that looks kind of neat. Hope you guys can't see that very well. Sorry, Twitch people. There. Double ears. I like it from the back. I think it looks cool from the back. Not sure how I feel about it elsewise. Oh, he's so detailless. I need to do so much stuff on him. I don't know. I'll think about it. So you think just the shorter ones? Ears down, shorter. So far that's the consensus. Best of both worlds and keep the double ears. Oh, you think the bigger ones are better? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It probably depends on his face, too. So I don't know if that's what his face is gonna look like. Maybe I should wait till I get closer to the end. Make the ears one of the extra details. I need to find something to prop him up on, though, because it's about that time. Oh, I have some rocks. Let me go grab a rock out of my plant thing. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll sleep on it. That's a good idea. Not sure which one of these rocks will fit. So I collect rocks whenever I go camping and like visit places. Does anybody else do that? Yeah, that should keep him up. Maybe better angle though, where it's more flat. I just don't want him to fall. I don't want this to like support him. There we go. Okay. No going to sleep, cat dragon. Take your naps elsewhere. You know, he's just hanging out on some rocks, you guys. Oh, you do that with shells? That's cool. So I have a question, Peachy, since you're one of the people on Instagram right now that I can see in chat. Was it helpful to be able to see the big screen over there, like as well, or do you think it's just distracting? Like, does it help your experience in any way, or is it kind of unnecessary? Because otherwise, I can move my phone back over to this side where it's by the speaker and you can hear those songs and stuff better. Okay, it was helpful. Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm glad that it benefited the experience or made the experience better. I used up a lot of Sculpey for this. This is like way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. And I still haven't even added wings yet. Like, look how small this little guy is next to him. Oh, they both fit together on the little wheel. Oh, it's so cute. Look at their little friends. Oh, I'm so easily amused, you guys. Thank you for putting up with my easily amused nonsense. Oh, he's falling off though. No, don't fall off. Get over there. Okay. Anyway. There, now you can kind of see both of them, I guess. Alrighty. Well, it's about that time for me, you guys. I think I'm gonna clean up, take a shower, and head to bed. After I finish my project I didn't finish because Habitica. And I can't let myself lie on Habitica because once I do that, it's like totally useless. So I have to make sure I'm honest. So let me go get ready for that. But it was great to hang out with you guys. Thank you to everybody who came out, and thanks for the input on the Slinky Cat Dragon. Hopefully I'll get to do this again sometime, and we can do part 2. I'll try not to work on him until I stream, even though I'm gonna want to, just so I can save it for sculpting streams, because I don't have that much sculpting material. So anyway, hope you guys had a good time, and I hope you have a great night. I'm glad. And hopefully I'll catch you guys again on another stream sometime. I'll be streaming again on Tuesday for anybody who's watching the video later. and wants to catch me live, I stream on YouTube under Casey Snow, and then everything else is Casey L. Snow. So I stream on Instagram and Twitch and Picardo under those names. So anyway, yeah, I hope everybody has a great night. Bye!